So today's topic is, see, in previous class I explained this RS flip flop, clocked RS flip flop. So after completion of clocked RS flip flop, I'll move to JK flip flop. Okay. So today we will discuss about JK flip flop. JK flip flop. Okay. JK flip flop. It's very important. IMP question, very important for examination. Okay. So examination purpose, it is very important. See, actually, what about JK flip flop? So I'll write some matter about JK flip flop. After that, I'll explain what is JK flip flop, everything. Okay. So generally, uh, see, I'll write the key points. See here, JK flip flop. JK flip flop is a refinement, refine, refinement of the SR flip flop to solve to solve to solve the problem of indeterminate indeterminate state when both inputs are 1, when both inputs are 1. See, this is a very important point. JK flip flop is a refinement of SR flip flop to solve the problem of indeterminate state when both inputs are 1. See, once you will go to SR flip flop, in SR flip flop both the cases are 1 1. See, put S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1, set and reset pins are 1 1. You will consider 1 1. At the time your present output will shows indeterminate state. So it means it doesn't care about it. Okay, so that is the meaning. Here into meaning is nothing but indeterminate. The state was not explained. Okay, so because why the state was not explained means, see here I'll write the condition. Their general port and their complementary port, the general port and their complementary port both are shows the same values. General port and complementary port both are says, both are general port and their complementary port both are almost all equal. But see, actually in this universe the general port and their complementary port never equal. So for that reason these two states cannot explain the present output. So therefore, so S is equal to 1, R is equal to 1. If you take S is equal to 1, if you take R is equal to 1, at that condition the output of the present state of this SR flip flop cannot determine. So this is called indeterminate state. So we want to eliminate that condition. We have to modify, we have to introduce a new flip flop, so that is called JK flip flop. And JK flip flop is a rearrangement or refinement of the SR flip flop to solve the problem of indeterminate state. So that is called indeterminate state, it is already indeterminate state is already exist in SR flip flop. So we want to eliminate that indeterminate state. So for that purpose they are constructed new JK flip flop. So when the two states, when the both inputs are 0 is equal to 1, then SR flip flop shows indeterminate state. To avoid this indeterminate state we have to rearrangement of SR flip flop, that is converted into JK flip flop. Okay, see, next key point is, in JK flip flop, in JK flip flop inputs J and K, inputs J and K behave like inputs S and R. Okay, So in JK flip-flop, the input, whatever the input you consider J and K, it behaves like a inputs of SR only. Okay, set and reset. Like J is equivalent to set pin and K is equivalent to a reset pin. Okay, to to set to set and reset the input, so sorry, reset the flip flop. Okay, reset the flip flop. So this is about the JK flip flop key points. And see the block diagram or logic symbol. So this is the JK flip flop actually. Okay, so this is a J terminal and this is a K. Okay, so this is the J and this is the K terminal, because J is behaves like a set and K is behaves like a reset only. Okay, and we have a little bit clock pulse are there. So this is called CLK, clock pulse. CLK is the clock pulse. And this JK flip is also having, flip flop is also having two outputs, that is called Q and Q bar. Okay, so this is the present outputs Q and Q bar. So this is the block diagram or logic symbol, whatever it may be, both are equal. So this is the JK flip flop block symbol. Okay, so don't write this is a block diagram. So simply write this is a graphic symbol. Okay, so you will write this is a graphic symbol. Graphic symbol. Okay, understand? So this is about JK flip flops highlights. So right now we want to discuss about the operation and working of JK flip flop. Okay, but in JK flip flop also the state whether we are take J is equal to 1 and K is equal to 1, at that time the output of JK flip flop shows JK flip flop shows toggle condition. Okay, toggle or race around condition. Race around condition. Race around condition. So you eliminate this race around condition. For that purpose, we have to use another additional contacts are provided to JK flip flop. Then it will be converted into master slave flip flop. So we will explain what is the race around condition and why JK flip flop is failed at both the inputs are taken high. Okay, so we want to discuss about in this lesson. So please note everybody, I'll move to next page for block diagram. So JK flip flop is a similar working of SR flip flop only, but in JK flip flop, in SR flip flop we take S is equal to 1 and R is equal to 1. At the time the output was not determined. Okay, so to eliminate this condition, so therefore manufactured another flip flop, that is called JK flip flop. Here JK flip flop inputs JK behaves like a input SR only, and it is a set and reset the flip flop. So right, this is a graphic symbol, and there is a one condition will be exist in the JK flip flop, that is called race around condition. So why this race around condition is existing and how to eliminate this race around condition, we can explain in this video. Okay, right. So the next concept is, see, this is the block diagram of JK flip flop. Generally, this is the block diagram of JK flip flop. Okay, see, actually here JK flip flop, this is a latching condition only, because this output was this one of the input of first, the NAND gate is connected to output of the second, and the input of this NAND gate is connected to output of the NAND gate. But here we are using three terminals in a in a SR condition. We are not giving feedback to this output voltage. So here we are given additional connection. See, now the first, right, simply I'll consider this is a 1 2 3 4. In C, if you go to SR flip flop, in SR flip flop, see, I'm not given any feedback. Once again they connecting feedback. So to eliminate this situation, he modified the SR flip flop. So in place of SR flip-flop, he was considered another third terminal of the first and second NAND gates. This terminal is feed back to fourth one output voltage, and the second NAND gate, one of the terminal is connected to or feedback to third NAND gate output. So they have formed JK flip-flop. See. Okay, so this is the JK flip-flop formation. See, the third pin of the first NAND gate is connected to fourth NAND gate output, and similarly the second NAND gate input is connected to third gate output. Okay, so therefore it will be additionally connected, this connections will be providing. So therefore it SR flip-flop right now converted into a JK flip-flop. So this is called nothing but JK flip-flop block diagram. Okay, block diagram. JK flip-flop block diagram. So in this block diagram we can express as C, J is equal to, and is there clock pulse is there. Okay, so everything is okay. And what is the extra connections? This extra connection is nothing but the first NAND gate input is connected to output of the fourth NAND gate, and similar the second gate input is connected to fourth gate of output. So therefore this provides an additional circuit, additional connections. So if you add these additional connections to SR flip-flop, it will be converted into a JK flip-flop. So I'll write here the key points. The input connection of first NAND gate is connected to fourth NAND gate output, and second input and input connection of second NAND gate is connected to third NAND gate output. Hence the SR flip-flop behaves like JK flip-flop. Understand? So this is very important note point. So why SR flip-flop only behaves like a flip-flop, and it eliminates the indeterminate condition when both the inputs are 0. But it eliminate the indeterminate condition, but there is a one more problem will also identified in this situation. So that problem is nothing but race around condition. It is continuously toggling. Okay, I'll explain what is the toggling condition. See, right now I'll explain the operation of JK flip-flop. After then I'll move to that race around condition. What is the race around condition? See here, J and K, this is a clock pulse, and J terminal and K terminal, it behaves like S and R only, reset and set and reset only. So now the J is connected to first one, and second terminal is connected to K. So simply take, this is the outputs. Okay, and we will get, this is the present output. Simply you will write, this is N. See, this is a QN. Okay, and this is a QN bar. This is called present outputs, past outputs. So that is called nothing but past output. Okay, and see, we take another more present output. So that is called Qn plus 1, and Qn plus 1 bar is nothing but these are the present outputs. Okay, present outputs. So simply I explain the concept. See, this is a very important concept. The first case I will consider right now. So the first case I is equal to So 1 is equal to, see, take z is equal to 0 and k is equal to 0 in this case. Okay, so I'll write the truth table here. See, truth table. So simply the truth table is nothing but z, k, qn and qn plus 1. So this is the past output and this is the next output. So simply take, this is the next output, this is a past output, otherwise present output, next output, present output. So you consider any manner, no problem. This is the present past output or present output, otherwise present output, next output. You will consider this is a present output or next output, whatever it may be, your choice. Okay, so what are the possibles? Are 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. You don't know the present state, present output of this. So this is the past output, actually the past output, don't, no need to write past output, and this is the present output. Okay, or next output, whatever, present output or next output, whatever it may be. The q and qn bar, you don't know the past output, actually really you don't know the past output, but this past output and the present input will decide what is the next output. Okay, what is the next output will be. So this present output is deciding the past output as well as the present input. So that's why you don't know the present past output, so simply take into, because you don't know the past output. So this is the reason I consider this is state is simply into. The first case is j is equal to k is equal to 0. So that means, see, I'm here, I'll write here, if j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 0, simply take j is equal to 0, k is equal to 0. So what about our qn plus 1 value? Okay, so if qn plus 1 is nothing but, see, qn plus 1 is equal to, I want to find out the next state. So for that reason, if I am applying j value, j is equal to 0, k is equal to 0. So see here, this is the NAND gate. According to NAND gate operation, see, I'll move to NAND gate operation, I'll write in SR flip-flop case. See, NAND gate. See, NAND gate, if any one of the output is 0, any one of the output is 0, any one of the NAND gate input, so any one of the NAND gate input is 0, then output will be his 1. Okay, so for suppose if you take ABC, no problem values, if any one input is 0, then your output is only 1. Okay, so from that condition I explain here. See, so this is called, okay, so if any one of the input is 0, your output is almost 1 only. So this is 1 and this is 1. So simply take, right now this is a latching only, latching condition. So 1 into this qn bar is come to here. So this is a qn bar and this is a qn bar, qn. Okay, so 1 into qn bar whole bar. So what is that value? So simply this is a qn only. Okay, so you will get qn output. So what about complementary port? You will check first, you will check the normal port. After then you will, if you are not getting anything for the normal port, so you have to check the complementary port also, because you can't get any value in the normal port. So therefore you have to check complementary port of the present output. So that complementary output will be written as, see here, the 1 is the input is 1 and the output is simply fed back to q, third NAND gate. So that is nothing but 1 into qn whole bar. So you will get qn bar. See, the normal port is qn and the complementary port is also qn bar. So that means this state was not changing. Actually this state is not changing. So this is a no change condition will be existing. So no change condition. So therefore you simply write this is a qn only. Why? Because this is a qn, you will get qn only, because qn plus 1 value is nothing but qn only. So that means it is a no change condition, no change condition. So whatever the past output is there, the present output is also remains the same as the past output. So that is the no change condition. Okay, so in both normal port as well as complementary port, you will get only without change of this outputs. So therefore, so this is the first case. And come to the second case. Second case, you will get second case, j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. So simply take j is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. I use another color. If j is equal to 1 and k is equal to, oh sorry, j is equal to 0 only, k is equal to 1. So if you consider any one of the output is 0, any one of the output is 0, what will be happen? So your NAND gate output is also 1 only. Okay, and see here 1 is there. Clock pulse is always considered to be high, so clock pulse is always 1 if you given k is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore 1 into 1, so it will be so what will be happen, see, if 1 and 1, okay, so it is 0, j is 0, 1 input is 0 and 0 plus 0, and you will get this is also 1 only. Okay, so simply you take that condition, j is equal to 1. I'll explain this condition. What about a qn plus 1 value? Qn plus is nothing but only 1. So this is 1 into qn 1 bar, 1 into qn whole bar. You will get qn only because you didn't get anything from this port, anything from this port. So actually, what is the output of this second NAND gate? See, this is given q. Okay, see, k is given 1 means k is equal to 1. Clock CL k is equal to 1. So come to this case. Okay, and simply take what is the qn is the third input. So this is called qn. Okay, so therefore, what about NAND gate? 1 into qn. So simply take the qn. So right now this output is qn. Okay, qn into this qn, the input of the fourth NAND gate is not simply nothing but qn. So therefore this value, the complementary port qn bar is equal to qn into qn, qn into qn. Okay, qn bar. So this is a qn bar you will get. Okay, because the output is of the second gate is connected to, and there is a bubble is there, so that's why its output is qn bar. Okay, so therefore, right, output is qn bar. So qn bar whole bar, you will get what is qn, and qn is nothing but a dot a in boolean expression is a simply 0. So simply 0. So according to this equation, this value is a 0 bar and you will get 1. So with the reference of complementary input, you will write this is equal to 0. With the reference of complementary input, we can write this is a normal port and this is a complementary port. Complementary port you will get 1 and normal port you will get 0. So because why complementary port is 1, with the reference of complementary you can write the normal port, so that is equal to 0. So now this is 0, this is called a reset condition. Reset condition, understand what I'm saying that? So now I'll move to third case. See, case 3. Case 3. In case 3, j is equal to 1, k is equal to 0. Simply put, right now I'll explain here also. From the first two gates I'll explain here. So if j is equal to 1 means j is equal to 1, clock CLK, clock is equal to 1, and say what is the feedback input? Feedback input is a q bar. Okay, so q bar is the input. So simply what is the output of this NAND gate, first NAND gate? So 1 into qn whole bar, so that is equal to whole bar. So this is the output. So simply you will write this is a qn bar whole bar, so that is called qn. So your output here is qn. So here the output is qn. Okay, so here the output is qn. So simply take this is a qn means, what about your complement, your normal port output is qn plus 1 is equal to, so qn, okay, qn into what is this qn bar? Qn bar whole bar. But what about Qn? And Qn whole bar is nothing but 0 only. So therefore 0 bar is equal to 1. You will get directly normal port is a 1. So please put that normal port is 1. No need to check the complementary port, because you will get value of this normal port. So once you will get the value of normal port, then you need not to check whether the complementary port. So simply leave it the complementary port, no problem. So this is called set condition. Understand? So everybody understand? Here I explained through NAND gate, basis on NAND gate. Okay. So every time you take the feedback of this JK, having JK NAND gates having the feedback of the fourth and third NAND gate. So that is the reason every time I write here. So this calculation is only this calculation is depends from 1 and 2 outputs. Okay, and see, after getting the output, then I'll define these cases. And right now the fourth case is, I'll write here the fourth case. Okay, so this is the fourth case, when j is equal to 1, k is equal to 1. So this case is very important. Why? Because see, if j is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 means this output is qn bar and this output is qn, because all are high. So you will get qn and qn. This output is qn and this output is the first NAND gate output is qn. So the first I'll write here. See, the first NAND gate output is qn, and second NAND gate output is qn bar. Okay, simply. So therefore you will write first complementary normal port. You will check qn plus 1. You will get qn into qn bar. So this qn bar is a feedback to this third NAND gate, and the first NAND gate output is qn. So simply qn whole bar. So this is called 0 bar. Okay, why? Because qn bar is nothing but 0 bar. Okay, so you will get only one value. Okay, and you will get already normal port is 1, but in this case, once again, better to check complementary port also. Why? Because in third case, no need to check complementary port, because if you check the complementary port, no problem, you will get only 0. But in this case, see, if you check the complementary port qn plus 1 whole bar, what will be happen? Qn and qn. So this is a qn bar and a qn whole bar. Okay, so this is also sorry, actually this is the output. Okay, no need to write. So once again, I'll do small mistake here. I erase that mistake. See, actually, first you will do complementary port. You will check first of all. Okay, through the basis of complementary port, you will write is difference. Okay, so here I'll check the first. In this case, I'll check the complementary port, because both the terminals are equal to 1. Then qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to, what is this value? Qn. Okay, and you will get qn here and qn bar. Okay, so this output is actually what you will get, qn. See, if j is equal to 1 and if k is equal to 1, you will get qn bar. Okay, so means this is the actually qn bar. Okay, so qn bar into, you will get this complementary is nothing but qn. So simply take this is a qn whole bar. So therefore this is 0 bar, you will get 1. In complementary port, you will get 1. You will check the normal port qn plus 1 right now. So in qn plus 1, you will get already complementary port is 1. So simply qn plus 1 whole bar, you will come 1. So please put that 1 here. Okay, so please put the, you will get this value, complementary port is equal to 1. You will get complementary port is 1 now. Now this one will be right now transferred to this position. Okay, so what will be happen? This is 1 into qn bar. So this is called 1 into qn bar whole bar, qn whole bar. So you will get qn bar. Okay, qn bar. So this is means, see, when your complementary port is 1, then your normal port is simply comes complementary condition, simply comes complementary condition. So this means, what is this actually? So this is means, in actually this means you are taking complementary is 1, then again your output normal input is simply every time state will be changed. If you consider complementary port qn plus 1 whole bar is equal to 1, then qn plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, and once again you will get, if complementary qn whole bar is equal to 0, then your qn plus 1 is equal to 1. So every time the state will be changed. So this is nothing but, now the output of this truth table is nothing but qn bar. So this is called toggle condition. So what is this toggle condition means? The state was continuously changed because they don't know which stage, which state will be placed here. So it is also like undetermined case only, but in SR flip flop they are not identified. But in this case they continuously show high low high low high low high low. So this is called toggle condition or race around condition. So this race around condition can be eliminated by using by constructing master slave flip flop. Okay, so first of all I explain what is the race hour condition, because the state where j is equal to 1, k is equal to 1, at the time their output, normal output means normal port of the present output will shows the complementary state. So therefore every time if you take the normal output, complementary is 1, then your normal output is 0. So every time this value shows low and high values continuously. The state was not fixing, so this state is continuously changing up to another clock pulse is given to this jk flip flop. So this condition is called toggle condition. And toggling means every time it is a triggering like a clock pulse, high low high low high low, but it is not set what one value, it is completely changing. So this condition is called toggle condition, and this is also called as a race around condition. So right now I'll explain what about race around condition. So please note everybody, I'll move to next page. Okay, right. So next point, race around condition. race Race around condition. What is race around condition? This is very important. Race around condition means for, see, for I'll write here, for jk flip flop, if j is equal to k is equal to 1, and if clock pulse is too low, it's, sorry, clock pulse is too long. Too long means it's always show high. Okay, then then the state then the state then the state of flip flop then the state of flip flop keep toggle, which leads to uncertainty in determine in determining the output. So output state of the flip flop, okay. So this problem is called is called race around race around race around 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 condition, race around condition. Understand? So in GK flip flop, say in JK flip flop, the last case, this is the fourth case and this is the third case, second case and this first case. Okay, so this first case. In fourth case, you take the both inputs J and K, then your complementary port will get 1 and your normal port will get complementary situation. So this means the state was not defined actually. So not defined means we will define whether it is 1 or 0, because it is continuously toggling process, means uncertainty to identify the state. So that is called race around condition or toggle condition. See, I'll write here very clearly. For JK flip flop, if J and is equal to K is equal to 1, and if clock pulse is too long, means if your apply clock pulse is always in high condition, so that is called too long condition, then the state of flip flop keep toggling. Keep toggling means it is cannot identify the present output, so which leads to uncertainty in the determinant of the output state of the flip flops. So this problem, because it doesn't this is not actually, which is not selected any output at that condition. So keep toggling means continuously low and high. So I'll show in the diagram. See, in that diagram you can understand what is the race around condition. Okay, see, in clock pulse I'll show that race around condition. See, in the state, lost state, what will be happen actually? If you see the JK flip flop, if both J and K both are equal to 1, then these outputs are the outputs of the these state. The output of these two are Q and Q and bar will be comes, because the first and second NAND gates are simply represented Qn and Qn bar. So due to this unknown complementary state, the normal port will always choose a complementary situation. So for that, the normal port was given 1. So that means, see here I'll write, if Qn plus 1, you will get Qn bar. Okay, so that means if you Qn plus 1 is give, simply if you consider this is 1, you will get 0 value. And for suppose you, if you continue, if you give 0, it comes 1 value, and again 1 it will come 0, and again 0 it will comes 1. Like the state is completely confused. The state is completely confused. Due to this confusion, the JK flip flops cannot identify which state I implement. So every time they are giving 1 0 0 1 up to 2 long clock pulse. Up to that clock pulse is low, then this toggling will be continuous. Once the clock pulse is low, then the toggling also simply toggling shows only low value. Okay, so in the basically in the wave pattern you can understand what is the race around condition. See, in the wave pattern I'll write the wave pattern. See, first of all I write the clock. So this is the clock. Okay, clock is long after some time, and the clock is, this is a lower clock and this is the higher clock, like that. Okay, so this is the clock direction. So this is a clock CLK clock pattern, and simply put J and K both are equal to 1. So J is equal to 1 means it is always indicates high state. So this is a J is equal to 1, and K is equal to 1 means it is always indicates high condition. Understand? So this is the race around condition. I'll explain. Now what about your Qn plus 1 value around this race around condition? So this is actually, see, this is the state, whether the state at this point the state is at high condition. Okay, the clock is at high condition. For particularly this state, the clock is at high condition. Understand? So this is represented high when the clock is at high condition. This is a high condition, this is clock high, and this is a clock low. Okay, low clock means 0, high clock means 1. Okay, So what about your Q and when JQ both are at starts 1? Initially it starts from 0 only. Okay, so once it comes to 0, okay, once it comes to 0, it will continuously toggle. Okay, so once it comes 0, once the clock is high, when both inputs are given 0 1 1, if the clock is high, then the output of the JK flip flop shows continuous toggling, like up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, up. See, once the clock is reaches to low and it shows only normal value, it shows only lower 0 value. Again, once the clock pulse is high, then what will be happen again, it doesn't identify, some uncertainty will be developed in output of the clock pulse. So again it shows like this. So this is the toggling condition. Okay, so this is the toggle condition. So this is called toggle condition. Okay, so it cannot implement whether it is 0 or 1. The JK flip flops cannot determine this state actually, if it is 0 or 1, because SR flip flop is also not determined. To eliminate that situation, they developed JK flip flop, but in JK flip flop also the output of the normal port will be little bit confused. Why? Because the JK flip flop is not identify whether it is 0 or 1 properly. It is gives one time, for certain period it gives 0, and certain period it gives high, at certain period it gives low, and certain period it gives high. So like that, up to high clock pulse, once it ends the high clock pulse, until then it shows a toggling condition. Again it comes to low, it preferred 0 value. Again it comes to high, clock is high, again it shows a toggle condition. So this condition is nothing but race around condition. Okay, race around condition. Okay, so to eliminate the race around condition, we designed a master flip flop. So that is called master slave JK flip flops. To avoid this race around condition, we designed another JK flip flop. So that is called master slave. To avoid this condition, this condition to avoid this condition, so this toggling condition, to avoid this toggling condition, or to avoid this condition, they manufactured another JK flip flop. So little bit modification was given to this JK flip flop. After then it will converted into slave master slave JK flip flop. So it's also very important essay. Okay, essay. Now I'll explain what is the master slave flip flop. Understand? It's around 15 minutes is enough to explain that thing. So everybody understand what I'm saying, that so JK flip flop, actually JK flip flop is designed to avoid the undetermined situation in SR flip flop. So JK flip flop is invented because this we will identify this indeterminate state. What is the indeterminate state? So SR flip flop is cannot explain the state, and simply we call it is indeterminate state. To avoid this indeterminate state, JK flip flop is designed. But JK flip flop is also because JK flip flop is also, that state was not explained properly, because race out condition will be exist at both inputs J and K both given to high. Until then it explained remaining inputs, because J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, J is equal to 1, K is equal to 0, and J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1. So these three conditions, it behaves like SR flip flop. But what about the fourth case? Fourth case, it shows complete toggling condition, that is called race around condition. So I'll explain using this block diagram. So this is the JK flip flop block diagram. Okay, understand? So this is the JK flip flop block diagram. So using that block diagram, I explain the four parts. Why inputs of output of the present output I'll explain in this case. But the fourth case is a too complicated. Why? Because in fourth case, first of all, you identify the toggling condition. After this toggling condition will be transferred to input of the third NAND gate. So after then you will get what is the QN value. But that QN value gives QN bar, complementary situation. For this purpose, the qn plus 1 you will given to 1, then qn plus 1 whole bar will selected 1. So that means it was continuously shows up and down values, but this is not selected any one value. So this condition is called toggling condition, and we will eliminate the toggling condition by using master slave flip flop. So I'll write here very clearly what is the toggling condition. I'll explain toggling condition here. In toggling, this is the clock pulse is always too long, so we are consider clock pulse is high and low, high low clock pulse. In SR flip flop, in JK flip flop, both J and K both are equal to 1 1. At the time your output normal port of the output QN shows that at high clock pulse it shows a toggling condition. Toggling means up and down line, but in between only they will show toggle. Okay, after once clock is low it was not showing anything, but when clock is high it shows the continuous up and down cases. So it is an uncertainty state. So the one uncertainty state was developed in JK flip flops when both inputs are at equal to 1. So we want to eliminate this situation, we will design a new flip flop, so that is called master slave flip flop. So this is the master slave flip flop, understand? So this is about master slave flip flop. Okay, so actually master slave flip flops is just a small modification. I'll take the first branch of the 4 NAND gates are called master latch, and the second 4 gates are called a latch. Okay, slave latch. This is called master latch and slave latch. Okay, so what they both are JK flip flops only, but see here he was considered the clock, whatever the clock pulse, that clock pulse is right now. See, this is the clock pulse. This clock pulse is connected to slave through a NOT gate. Okay, so the slave is through a NOT gate. Why? Because see, actually this is a clock pulse and this JK flip flop is common, and see the input is connected to feedback of the slave output right now, and the output, the complementary port of the slave output is directly connected to input of the first JK flip flop. So this is about diagram. See, I'll extend this diagram for understanding purpose. See, this is very important diagram. Okay, see, actually this is a master slave flip flop designation. So the first 4 gates indicates master latch, and last 4 gates are indicates slave latch. This is called slave and this is called master. See here the first, see I'll write here for indication. This is the 1 2 3 4 NAND gates. These 4 NAND gates, these are NOT gate, and see the clock pulse is connected to these 2 NAND gates. Are one of the input is connected to combined clock, and this combined clock is connected to the next slave combined NAND gate. Okay, through a NOT gate. So through a NOT gate. For suppose if you are apply high clock, this this slave as a get 0 clock pulse. Why? Because it is inverting clock. Inverting clock we are applying by using this positive clock. So here you are given positive triggering, then in slave it shows negative triggering. That means low triggering. Okay, so negative triggering. Right, J and K both terminals are there, and the positive. Now see the feedback process is here also we using a feedback connection, but the feedback of master input is connected to slave outputs. Okay, see here the master input is connected to slave output. So this is the little bit difference between JK and master slave JK flip flop. Okay, so I'll write here the master slave JK flip flop. Okay, see, this is the master slave JK flip flop. Okay, so I'll write here what is the master slave JK flip flop. Okay, so some key points are there. I'll write the key points. After then I'll explain what is the master slave JK flip flop. So tomorrow class I explain this master slave JK flip flop. But before going to master slave flip flop, I'll write some important points and block diagram of graphical diagram Today I'll explain. Of tomorrow I'll explain block diagram circuit. Okay. So I'll write some important point about master slave flip flop. Okay. So right here. So the master slave flip flop, the master slave flip flop can be obtained, can be constructed using two JK 2JK flip flop. So the master slave flip flop can be constructed by using two JK flip flops as shown in figure. Okay. So the first flip flop is called first flip flop is called first flip flop is called master. It drives the positive clock. Okay, master, it drives the positive clock. It drives by the positive clock, or drives by the positive clock. Drives by the positive clock. And second flip flop is called slave. Master slave, and it drives by the negative clock. Understand? It drives by the negative clock, positive clock and negative clock. So actually, what is the clock pulse direction? So clock pulse is nothing but, see, low, high, low, high, like this. This is called positive clock and this is called negative clock. Okay. So right now I'll give a positive clock to the first master, then it was inverting through slave. The slave was connecting inverting of the first clock. Okay. So here we are using positive by NOT gate. It is connected to NOT gate, so that's why here the negative clock. So positive, negative clock. So operation is very easy. No need to tension about, because here two flip flops are used, so many students will be confused. Don't get it confused. Tomorrow I'll explain what is master slave flip flop completely. So today I'll explain JK flip flop and race around condition, why the JK flip flop race around condition will be existed. Okay. So in tomorrow class I'll explain what is master slave flip flop, and after then T flip flop, D flip flop, and conversion of flip flop. 3 flip flops are there. So in 2 classes I'll explain all these things. Okay. So once again,